Welcome back, guys. I'm so glad to have you here with me for another yoga class. Sorry it's been a little while since my last video. We recently moved so I could go back to school, so we're getting back into the yoga situation and I'm super excited to be able to teach with you guys today. We're going to be really intentional with our practice today. I've been busy, I know I'm sure you guys have been busy, so we're going to start off in a child's pose today. If you're unfamiliar with child's pose, you just kind of come to an all fours position and sit back on your feet and rest. Now this should feel really nice on your lower back. Maybe open up your knees a little and settle in. And like I said, let's set our intentions for our practice today. What are you wanting to get out of your yoga? Quick stretch, some relief in the tailbone, lower back. Maybe we've got some tight hips, or we just need to do a little bit of something for ourselves. Whatever we want to do today, let's set our intention for our practice, sinking into the stretch, thinking over what we want to do in the next few minutes we have here together. You can start to wiggle from side to side to wake up your tailbone. Just gentle movements here. Maybe crawl your fingers away from your body, elongating the arms. One more deep breath in. Exhale, surrender. Allow yourself to sink down. Whenever you're ready, we're going to come back up. Hopefully we should feel a little bit of relief in our back. We're going to continue working on that tailbone by taking a deep breath in and looking up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to start with the tailbone and we're going to cinch that tailbone down, curving the back, and finally tucking the chin for a cat. As you inhale, start with the tailbone, sending it up to the sky. And exhale down. This is what's known as cow to cat. As you inhale, big belly looking up like a cow. And as you exhale like a cat that's startled or maybe doing a little hiss, we're going to lift our shoulders up and curl. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And gently come back to neutral spine. A lot of times our spine becomes compressed as we sit in the chair or we're on our feet a lot at work. So we're going to try to elongate our spine, right? Let's inhale. We're going to send that left leg back. And exhale, draw it into the chest. So as you inhale, really focus on stretching that leg away from your body. Now, using just the leg is great for your core and back. If you'd like to add the opposite arm to make it a little more balanced, as you inhale, lift your right arm, stretch your left leg, and exhale, pull knee to elbow. Now, if this is too wobbly, go ahead and stick with the leg. That's okay. But if you want that extra challenge, reach and pull. Let's do one more big stretch out and release. Now, if your arms are getting tired here, you can shake them out. You can take your palm and point it to the sky. That left wrist is going to bend as you point your fingers towards your right hand. Option to do both hands here. Of course, we're going to do the other side. Let's inhale that right leg back. Really focus on elongation and exhale, squeeze the belly, draw that knee in. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, bring it in. Remembering to think back on our intentions for our practice today. What do we want to stretch? Where do we want to feel relief? Again, option to do opposite hand, left hand to right foot, elbow to knee, stretch, pull, once more, elongate, and go ahead and release. Oh, shake out that tailbone. We're going to sink down to our bellies, walking the hands forward. And we're going to come to our elbows, looking up to the sky in our Sphinx posture. This pose is really good for your tailbone, lower back, You could reach your feet towards the back of your head for a deeper stretch. You could press your palms beneath the shoulders to get a deeper flexion through the back and elongate the belly, or a combination of the two, whatever feels best for you in your practice. And we're going to go ahead and curve our toes down. Exhale to down dog. Lift those hips up. Drive through your heels. Now if you have wrist issues and you can't do down dog, forearms down, lift that butt in our puppy. Right, but if we can do down dog, wide hands, drive through your heels, hips to the sky, breathe. Walking your dog by bending one knee, pushing through the opposite leg, back and forth. And we'll inhale to plank, hold for one breath, squeeze. Drop to your knees. And let's come to a seated posture. Well, we got busy real quick there, so let's start to chill it out just a little bit. Now that we've got some blood flowing, maybe we'll get a little bit deeper of a stretch. We'll reach our left hand out and up. As we inhale, grab the right ear, and exhale, tug. We've got two options here. You can elongate that arm as you inhale on the right side, and exhale, walk it away from the body. You can also send it behind the back, crawling that hand up your back for more of a delt and rotator cuff stretch. Neither are right or wrong, just different. Release as we breathe in. Now again, we can just start by tugging this left ear over to the right side, reaching this left hand away, feeling a deep stretch through the neck, or we could send that left hand up the back for more of a rotator cuff stretch. A lot of time tension. It forms here in the neck from clenching, from bad posture, from too much computer work. So it's really important that we're kind to our neck and to our vertebrae. Let's go ahead and roll out that head, dropping the chin to your chest as you exhale. And roll the head side to side, just getting some easy movements in. I feel better already. One more. And release. We're going to continue stretching through that upper body and the shoulders. We can start by placing the back of your hands together above the head. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. Knuckles in. Exhale, draw the hand out. This in itself is great for your shoulders, for your chest. If you can, as you exhale, look up and pull your elbows back. See how my wrists come together? Find a deeper stretch through your forearms. Beautiful, everyone. Don't forget to breathe at home. It's really hard to not hold your breath when things feel difficult. Remember, not just in yoga, but in life, to breathe when things feel hard and challenging. Big exhales help slow that heart rate, maybe moving from side to side, and whenever you're ready, collapse to the floor on an exhale. Like it's been a long day and you just walk through the front door. Take a load off, surrender, release. My intentions today are to get the most out of these minutes we have, to wake up my muscles, inhale to the right and exhale down. Find a little mental clarity at the end of my day, reaching one hand across. If any of you out there have ever moved, it can be stressful. Not just getting there, but figuring everything out. So we're just gonna figure out how we can stretch about it, do a little yoga, maybe find some relief in our brains, in our bodies, in our spirit. And I'll say, always being conscious that your body tends to hold itself against the stretch. So when we exhale, let it go. We're always trying to surrender our body to the movements. And the movements help uncover better posture, stronger and more balanced muscle tone, and all that great jazz. We're gonna unwind your legs. So whatever leg you have in front, let's move the opposite leg in front of it. Now, if you don't sit crisscross very often and you try to switch your legs, it might feel weird. That's okay, that's what we're here for. Feel a little weird, a little uncomfortable, and hopefully that's gonna help us grow. Let's work on rotating through that spine. So as we inhale, we're gonna lift the arms parallel to the earth. Exhale, look to your right, take your left hand to your right knee, and gaze over your shoulder as we breathe. Nice deep twist through the spine. As you inhale, try to go soft, and as you exhale, try to twist. As you inhale, relax, and exhale, twist. One more. Inhale, relax, and exhale, twist. Now you can just release, or if you want to be pretty, we can inhale, flow to the opposite side, gazing over the left shoulder, right hand to the left knee. We'll exhale, twist. Inhale, relax, and exhale, twist. Once more, inhale, relax, and exhale, twist. Gently releasing back to neutral. Now, you might have your legs crossed different than mine, so however you have to do to achieve this, I'm going right hand to right foot. You can go left hand to left foot. We'll do both sides. We're gonna try to stretch out our leg. Now, if you're not very flexible, this might be a hard movement. That's okay, right? If this is as far as you can go, just a little hip opener, that's okay. If you can start to open up that knee, getting into the hamstring and calf, it's very uncomfortable. Try to use your exhalations to challenge the stretch. Those exhales, that's when you get into the uncomfortable zone. Use your inhale to set your mind. Exhale, challenge your body. Now we're gonna try to hold this height and pass to the other hand. If you can't, that's okay. Take it up, up, up. Oh, that's tight. And release your right foot to the outside of the left knee. If we're good here, stay here. If you can, left hand, right knee, big breath in. Exhale, look over your shoulder. The more force you apply to the exterior of this right knee and hip, the more stretch you'll feel through your glute. The less tension, the less stretch. So whatever your body can handle. Now when we're in a deep stretch that you really have to get into, try not to yank on your body. Control is key if we don't want to hurt ourselves. And that's true outside our yoga practice. Anytime you're doing something physical, switch sides. Left hand to left foot. Exhale. Anytime we're doing something physical and we start to feel out of control of our feet, of our core, that's when we're at risk for injury. So being in control of our bodies, if you can, straighten out that knee on an exhale. That's how we achieve more confidence whenever we're out and doing things, but also how we resist injury, okay? Getting distracted, I don't want to hurt myself. Control, inhale, try to pass it to the other hand. If you can, keep this height up, deep stretch here. One more, and release that left foot to the outside of the right knee. Stay here if this is hard enough. If you can, right hand, left knee, twist. The more you pull, the more of a stretch through your left glute and hip. Maybe some of y'all may have noticed the mountains in the background. Release your legs. You can have a little fun in the comments. If you know where I moved, don't, comment. But if you don't, why don't you give a little guess? Anybody who guesses right, I want to say you'll win a prize, but you'll just have that sense of self-worth of you're a real smart cookie. So we're going to bob those knees up and down. You can take prayer hands or leave them here, whatever you want to do. We just want to wake up our hips, get some hip rotation going. As you exhale, option 1 is to drop your face to your feet. Just kind of pull here. If you want to go a little more in depth, you can dive your hands under your ankles, pulling your face for turtle. And if you want to complete a turtle, turn your palms down, inch your fingers forward, and tuck the chin to the feet. Now, if you're up here, that's okay. Just try to suck your belly button in, drop through your chin, and lean down. If you can, take it deeper. We'll hold for 3 breaths. As you exhale, like I said earlier, surrender. For all my people who wanted to work on your lower backs, this is a great time to get into those deep muscles in the low and mid back. Slowly coming out of it as you can. Again, like I said, we're going to keep working on those hips. Feet hip distance apart. You can drop your hands to make this a little easier. Lean back. You're just going to wiggle waggle those knees side to side. It can be small. If this is your first time with me, don't force it. If you've done this a while or you have a little more range of motion, you can maybe send those knees all the way to the mat. Maybe not. If you want some more core engagement, if you're feeling, like you want a challenge, you could try to balance with no hands. And it may look easy, but it's very challenging. Hip health will help protect your knees, okay? So if we're recovering from a knee injury or we want to avoid them, strong and mobile hips can help achieve that. Let's go ahead and let them hang out, knees pointing to the left, okay? As you exhale, we're gonna twist to look over this shoulder. Check out those beautiful mountains. Oh, wow. Depending on where you're from, they might be more of a hill to you, but I think they're pretty. And just wind out of it. I'm really looking forward to the fall. I think I'm gonna have a great view in the back, but we'll see how often I'm up here. New town, lots of new places to do yoga. So the knee should be pointing to the right. We're gonna gaze over our shoulder. Exhale, twist. Take it deeper. And deeper. And release. Beautiful. We'll do a few more stretches. Shake it out. We can go long ways with the legs. I'll turn sideways so you can see. We're just gonna reach for your toes. Now, very important, even if you can't touch, flexing your ankles will do a lot to the back of the legs. If you have a rope or a towel, you can kind of wrap it around your legs and pull to give yourself some more tension. Or you can just hang out here, try to suck your belly button in, drop your chest down, hold it lower and lower, and release. We're gonna cross our left leg over our right, and we're gonna twist to look over our left shoulder. Exhale, twist. Again, working on that spinal rotation. Exhaling, twist. And one more time. Release. Remember, control. Try not to sling on your body and gently come to the other side. Big breath in. And exhale, twist to look over your shoulder. Inhale, relax. And exhale, twist. Once more. And release. We're gonna slowly roll back to the backs. If you fall, it's okay, but try to control like this. Awesome. The more we practice that, the more it'll help build our core strength, okay? Stretch your legs out. And we're gonna inhale, big breath, reach your hands above your head, long body, long spine. Exhale, hug your knees to your chest. We're just gonna rock left to right to give ourselves a little lower back massage. You can get as creative with this as you want. If you want to pull your knees into your chest as you go to one side and loose as you go, you can kind of make a circle on your back. We can go both directions. We could figure 8 if you're feeling fancy. Whatever feels good for you. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, stretch those hands and toes away from the body again, and exhale, pull the left knee into the chest. Circle the hip. Gently reverse. Big breath in. Take your right hand, pull your left knee across your body, so to the right side. You want to look away from the leg, so look to the left. Should feel really good on your lower back. You can straighten this left leg for more of a hamstring stretch, or keep it here for the glute and the hip. Release your leg. Inhale, extend the body, and exhale, hug your right knee. Little circles here. Reversing direction. Inhale. Hold that right knee. And exhale, left hand pulls the right knee across the body. And we're going to twist the look to the right this time. Gently release. I got a yoga challenge for you guys. Please don't be discouraged if you can't do this move. Just to show us, where we're at in our yoga journeys, I want you to take a reclined cobbler or butterfly pose, bottoms of your feet together, knees come out. And what I want you to do is try to sit up without collapsing your knees. It's way harder than it looks. Now, I'll give you a tip. If you swing your body like this, you still might not be able to do it, and that's okay. But it helps give you some momentum. So we're having trouble with this move, go ahead and swing. Extra hard mode, here we go. Palms together, big breath in, all together. Sit up. And if you found that easy, try to knock out 9 or 10 of those in a row, and let me know how easy it is in the comments. All right, guys. Like I said, I just moved and I got a busy schedule, so we're gonna do a couple more of my favorite stretches, and we'll wrap it up until next time. So let's go ahead and take it to our bellies. We'll do some more spinal twists, a little scorpion, and maybe some deep relaxation. So stretch your arms out like so from your belly, legs out. We're doing opposite sides, so I'm gonna take my left hand, and as I look up, I'm gonna let my left hand keep going and going all the way over to this right side. Now you might stop here, you might be able to roll all the way over. To deepen this stretch, stretch your left foot and your right hand away from each other. Imagine somebody's got either side and they're trying to pull them as far apart as possible. Oh, this is my favorite yoga move. It's really good if you have low back pain, any issues in your core. It can also help stimulate digestion after a big meal. Lots of great stuff. And release. All right, so you're gonna see backwards to me. So we just did our left hand, so we're gonna drop our left hand, come to the belly. We're gonna lift our right hand as we breathe in. And as you lift it up to the sky, let it keep going. Your right hand is just gonna fall to the left. Now, if you're floating up here in the sky, that's totally fine. Another thing to note, if you have rotator cuff issues, bending your elbow like so can create a little less force on your shoulder. But if you don't have rotator cuff issues, let our friend gravity tug that hand to the ground. I've been doing yoga for a while, so I can touch hand and foot after a little bit. But if you can't, that's okay. Imagine a teeter-totter here. We're going to use gravity, help open up this right hand and foot as we breathe. Oh, and bring it back. Cross your arms. Exhale and cheek your chin down, enjoying a little break before we finish our class. In yoga, we learn to appreciate the rest after we work for it first. Let's bring your hands out to your sides. As you inhale, like imagine you're the letter T. We're gonna bend our left knee. It's a little tricky here, guys. You're gonna push your left foot to your right hand for scorpion. And if you've seen some of my other videos, this is a pose that you guys know I like to do a lot. It's great for your hip extensor, it's great for opening your pelvic floor. As you exhale, try to crawl your left foot to your right hand. Don't reach your hand down to your foot. And gently release. Inhale. We're going to bend that right knee this time and send our right foot to our left hand as we exhale. Now, if you're way up here, that's okay. If you can, try to reach that foot to the floor. Walk it out. Oh. And release. Now the next move we're going to do is a tadpole or a frog. I will turn sideways for this one just so y'all can see. So it's just like a child's pose, but the setup here is that we open up our knees wide so that when you sit back on your hips, you get a nice pelvic stretch here. The wider your knees, the deeper your stretch. Now if you want to take a frog from tadpole, you point your heels together and your toes out. Now I've seen it done different ways. I've seen your toes way out here. I've also been taught walking your heels together is more of a complete frog. Play with it. And if you're still in tadpole today, that's okay. We're not ready for our metamorphosis quite yet. The most important thing is to surrender. Try not to fight the stretch, try not to bounce, but slowly sink down. One more breath in and down. And we'll gently walk those knees together. A little bit of an intermediate yoga move is hero. Now, if you can't comfortably sit on your ankles, we're going to work on it in our yoga practice. Find a pillow or a bolster, a big one, and kind of put it between your legs so it sits in between your feet. As you sit back on the pillow, you'll get a good ankle stretch, but it won't hurt your ankles as much. The more we practice this pose, the farther we can lean. Now, I can't bring my head to the ground, but I have several clients who can. So the key is to stretch through the whole front of the body, starting from your feet, ankles, shins, quads, and as we lean back, we start to get into that tummy. You can use your hands. And again, if we're way up here, everybody starts somewhere, so don't feel ashamed. If you're way up here, we're going to keep working on it, okay? Don't stop just because it's tight. It's tight because we haven't done it before. That's okay. We're working on it, all right? One more breath in, big breath out, challenge those ankles. And release. Now, if you're not a fan of deep meditation, feel free to go ahead and turn off the video and get out of here. Most instructors like to end with some type of mindfulness and meditation. Not only does it give your body a chance to start developing adaptations, building nerve connections between the body, but it's just nice to take a few seconds of the day to just chill, to not think about stuff, to get in tune, mind, body, and spirit. Just feel one. So if you want to join me for some deep relaxation, we can come to a reclined position on our back. Some people prefer the belly. Now, I like to end my practice with full body tension and release. It's not necessarily a yoga move, But it's a breathing technique that can simulate stress in your body. And a lot of times we don't even know that we're tense. And force ourselves to let go and just relax. So if you want to join me for full body tension or skip it, that's up to you. Maybe dim the lights in your room. Maybe turn the music on the video down a little bit. It's totally up to you. I'm going to start feet to head, deep breath in. And as you exhale, curl those toes. Squeeze your ankles, your calves, your thighs, your butt, your hips, belly, back, shoulders, chest, arms, fists, forearms, jaw, eyes squint shut, fists clenched, toes curled, whole body tense. As you take a deep breath in, feel the tension. Become aware of what's going on in the body, and as you exhale, let go. Shh. Exhale, relax your feet and your legs, your thighs and hips all soften as we breathe. Relax your stomach, relax your back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms. Palms are open, fingers soft. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Relax your jaw muscle. Close the mouth. Relax the neck, the tongue, the eyes. Face is soft. Heartbeat slows. Whole body relaxes as we breathe. I had you guys set your intentions. Our mantra today was be intentional. Whatever you wanted to work on, wherever you wanted to walk out of your practice as. I want you to start imagining that person, that state of being, of relaxed mind, stable spirit, soft body. Picture that person in your mind's eyes. We take a deep breath in, feeling stronger, kinder, and wiser. And as we exhale, we'll start to wiggle our fingers, coming back to ourselves, out of our meditation and mindfulness. Stay here as long as you want, bending your knees, rolling over to your side in fetal position. This movement just helps us feel secure in our practice, feel safe, feel loved, just as we were when we were children, hopefully. Pushing yourself up to seated whenever you're ready. And in the yoga tradition, we take a deep breath in, up to the sky, inhaling life. Exhale, I want you to push out any negativity still lingering. We don't always do this, but it can be useful. One more deep breath in, full of good vibes, good intent. Exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I don't always say this, but if you were curious, namaste means the light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. If you guys have any stretches or anything you want to see me do, feel free to leave it in the comments. So happy to be here with you guys today, and I hope you have an amazing week. See you when I see you.